This one email destroyed a small business. This is the story of how a single email, one that looks just like an email you might get today, brought a thriving business to its knees. In the next few minutes, you'll see the simple mistake they made and how it cost them everything. This isn't just a story, it's a warning. Because if you run a small business, you're not flying under the radar. You're right in the crosshairs. In fact, studies show that 43% of all cyber attacks are aimed directly at small businesses. Meet Artisan Bake Shop. It was a local gem, born from a passion for sourdough and a dream of building something real. For 5 years, the owner, let's call her Sarah, poured her heart and soul into it. Early mornings, late nights, wrestling with payroll, and perfecting her croissants. The shop was more than a business. It was the heart of a small community. It was successful, it was growing, and it was about to be completely erased. Before we go into this tragic story in detail and how it could have been prevented, subscribe for more practical small business risk advice to keep your business safe. And let me know in the comments, what is the one step you're going to take this week to improve your security? Please ask me questions in the comments. I will respond and try to help. The prosperous business. Artisan Bake Shop was the kind of place every neighborhood wishes it had. The smell of fresh bread filled the street. Regulars were greeted by name, and a couple of local kids had their first jobs there after school. Sarah built it from the ground up. She managed suppliers, handled the marketing, and still knew her way around the big commercial oven. Business was booming. She had a robust online ordering system for custom cakes and was supplying bread to a dozen local restaurants. Her entire digital world ran on an email account, a cloud accounting system, online banking, and a simple website. And like most small business owners, she was the master of all of it. She didn't have an IT department. She didn't think she needed one. After all, who would want to attack a small bakery? It's a dangerously common belief, even though many owners know they are potential targets. The deceptive email and the click. The email arrived on a Tuesday morning. It was her busiest day, with wholesale orders to prep and a line of customers at the counter. The email looked completely normal. It seemed to be from Flour & Co., her main flour supplier. The logo was right. The tone was familiar. The subject line, Invoice F2026-98B overdue. Sarah's heart sank. She prided herself on paying bills on time. Annoyed and distracted, she opened it. The message was short and polite. Hi Sarah, just a friendly reminder that the attached invoice is now a week overdue. Please see the attached for payment details. Let us know if you have any questions. It even had the correct signature from her usual sales rep. Today's phishing emails aren't the typo-ridden jokes they used to be. Thanks to AI, they are grammatically perfect and frighteningly convincing. Scammers can scrape public data and social media to learn who your suppliers are, making their attacks incredibly specific. Sarah didn't think twice. She was busy. She felt that pressure to act now. She clicked the attachment, which looked like a standard PDF. For a split second, a black box flashed on her screen and then vanished. Her computer seemed fine. She figured it was just a loading error and made a mental note to handle the payment later. That single, seemingly innocent click was the mistake that would cost her everything. The unseen invasion. The moment she clicked, she didn't just open a document, she opened a door. The file wasn't an invoice, it was a Trojan horse. A piece of malware that, once inside, silently went to work. It installed a keylogger, an invisible program that recorded every single keystroke Sarah made. For 2 weeks, the hackers just watched, silently. They captured her email password. They captured her online banking login. They logged into her accounting software and saw all her clients, her revenue, and her payment schedules. They now had the keys to her entire digital kingdom. This wasn't a smash and grab. It was a calculated infiltration. They learned the rhythm of her business. They saw when money came in from her bakery clients and when she paid her own bills. They were patient, and then they struck. The devastating aftermath. It started with an angry phone call from a restaurant owner. Sarah, where's my bread? And why did you change your bank account without telling us? Sarah was confused. She hadn't changed her bank account. She tried to log into her email to check the order and found thousands of emails had been deleted. A wave of dread washed over her. She tried logging into her bank account. Invalid account password. She tried again. Account locked. Frantically, she called the bank. The news was a gut punch. The day before, the hackers had used her credentials to change her password and add a new user to her account. Then they systematically emptied it, but they didn't just steal her operating cash. They intercepted incoming payments. Using her compromised email, the hackers had sent out new invoices to all her restaurant customers with their bank details. Every dollar her clients thought they were paying her was going straight to the criminals. In just 72 hours, Artisan Bake Shop lost over $50,000, but that was only the beginning. The hackers deployed ransomware, encrypting all her files, her customer lists, her recipes, her financial records. A message popped up: "Your files are encrypted. Send $8,300 in Bitcoin to get them back." The business was paralyzed. She couldn't pay her employees. She couldn't pay her suppliers. Her reputation was in tatters. Within a month, Artisan Bake Shop closed its doors for good. A 5-year dream, built with flour and passion, destroyed by a single click. It's a brutal story, but it's not unique. A startling 60% of small businesses that suffer a cyber attack go out of business within 6 months. The pivot: expert analysis. So how could this have been prevented? The story you just heard is a dramatization of thousands of similar attacks that happen every year. Sarah made a few critical, yet tragically common, oversights. She believed she was too small to be a target, had no training for spotting scams, and used the same simple passwords for multiple services. Human error is a factor in a staggering 95% of all cybersecurity breaches, but you can turn that weak link into your strongest defense. Let's break down the actionable steps you can take right now to avoid becoming the next cautionary tale. The solution: your action plan. You don't need a massive budget, just a shift in how you think about security. Here are 5 areas to focus on. Number 1, defend against phishing. Phishing is the most common kind of attack aimed at small businesses. Train yourself and your team to be skeptical. Specifically, always verify requests that create urgency or pressure you to act fast. If an email asks to change payment details, stop. Pick up the phone and call your supplier using a number you already have and trust. Never use the contact info from the email itself. Hover your mouse over links before you click to see the real web address they lead to. Number 2, use strong passwords and multi-factor authentication, MFA. Stolen passwords are a primary way hackers get in. Stop reusing them. Use a password manager to create unique, complex passwords for every account. More importantly, turn on multi-factor authentication, MFA, everywhere you can. This requires a second step to log in, like a code sent to your phone. It is one of the single most effective security measures, yet adoption among the smallest businesses is shockingly low, with some studies finding nearly 2/3 don't use it. If Sarah had MFA on her bank and email, the hackers would have been stopped cold, even with her password. Number 3, back up your data. When ransomware hit Sarah's bake shop, she lost everything because she didn't have backups. Ask yourself, if your computers were wiped out tomorrow, could your business survive? Regularly back up all your critical data, financial records, customer lists, everything. Crucially, keep those backups separate from your main network. A backup on a USB drive that's always plugged into the infected computer is worthless. Use a cloud backup service or an external drive that you unplug after each use. This is your lifeline. Studies show 75% of small businesses could not continue operating if hit with ransomware. Number 4, keep your software updated. Hackers love outdated software. It's riddled with known security holes they can easily exploit. When companies release updates, they're often patching those exact holes. Turn on automatic updates for your computers, phone, web browser, and Wi-Fi router. Clicking "Remind me tomorrow" could be the opening an attacker needs. Don't delay. Update right away. Number 5, secure your devices. Every device that connects to your business, laptops, phones, tablets, is an endpoint and a potential doorway for attackers. With more people working remotely, this is a huge vulnerability. Don't rely on free, consumer-grade antivirus. Invest in proper endpoint protection. If employees use personal devices for work, you need clear security policies. an unsecured home Wi-Fi network can become a bridge straight into your business. The conclusion. The tragic story of Artisan Bake Shop isn't about super hackers using some impossible-to-stop technology. It's about criminals taking advantage of the basics. They prey on the fact that small business owners are busy, distracted, and often think they aren't big enough to be a target. But awareness is changing. One survey found that 63% of small businesses plan to spend more on cybersecurity because they understand the threat is real and growing. Taking these 5 steps, fighting phishing, using strong passwords with MFA, backing up your data, updating software, and securing your devices, will dramatically reduce your risk. Cybersecurity isn't about building an impenetrable fortress. It's about making your business a harder target than the next one. Don't let a moment of distraction or a single click undo years of your hard work. Don't become the next cautionary tale. If this story was a wake-up call, please share it with another business owner you know. Subscribe for more practical security advice to keep your business safe. And let me know in the comments, what is the one step you're going to take this week to improve your security? Please ask me questions in the comments. I will respond and try to help.